Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nico. I live up in the mountains of Wyoming and I am a full-time nurse and a full-time eBay reseller. So I have 2 days off, work another one, 2 more days off. So the day shift and having a lot of days off, it's really, really good. I love the overtime. I don't even mind working a lot of hours up at the nursing home, but I also like this part of my life. So this is good. I'm really enjoying the rest of this month where I just work 3 12s and have 4 days off. So I want to go ahead and get started. I'm going out of town to source, actually. So today I'm going to leave and go to the Goodwill. I'm going to go to one consignment store where I have about a $400 credit. And then I'm going to try to get to this little church thrift store if I have time. But I'm also meeting my son. I'm meeting my mom today. And so I'm going to have quite a bit of family time mixed in there. So I don't know if I'll get to all of them. And then I need to run into Walmart. Not my funnest thing. I'm trying to get a ton of my groceries and non-perishables on the subscribe and save, or, you know, repeat orders from Sam's. I'm making a lot of progress, but I'm still trying to figure out how much of certain things I need. And I don't want to have, you know, 10 of something. So I'm trying to figure out how much of this do we use and kind of get it started. So I've got the dog food on there. What else do I have? I've got like 5 things that I did last week that I'm trying to get the non-perishables on there. I really just want to run into the store as much as possible for fresh stuff. So we'll see if I can accomplish that. It's a lot harder than it seems. Our life kind of fluctuates. We see family sometimes, and we get snowed in, and we don't see any family for a week. And then we, you know, at work, I'll eat at work or eat at church for a week, you know, off and on. We have all these events, and then we don't have anything. And so like this weekend, we had a funeral dinner that I was in charge of, but someone offered to cater it, which was a real blessing. So we ate there with that family. Then Sunday, we went out one time, and we ate at the church at night. We had another event. And so if I would have had too much food on hand, then it goes to waste. So it is what it is. It's a first world problem, that is for sure, right? Other countries don't have trouble with all their leftovers and what to do with them. So that's, I always think of that, and I'm trying to be what would you call it? Minimalist at some level. My office would never show that I'm a minimalist or attempting to be, but I really am. All right, guys, so I have 2 things in this video I want to do. I have another editing section. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 items that I've made decisions on that are from last June or later. I've had them even longer, so I'm going to show you what decisions I made on those. And then unfortunately, I haven't been listing, so I only have 2 orders going out, but they're good orders. They're right up exactly what I want to happen and exactly where I'm headed in my business. And then I just listed, I want to say 6 items. I only listed 6 because I have several $100 items that I just listed and a lot of $25 and above dollar items. So for me, I want to save some of the 21 items that I had. I'm going to launch more tomorrow and more on the day I work on Friday. And then I'm hoping to find some stuff today so I have something to list over the weekend. All right, so let's get started here. So first, let's do our shipping. This is a Noona Belt. Noona, if you're not familiar with it, it is a Western brand. So to me, this doesn't look like anything all that special. It does have the diamonds in it, and there's no huge belt buckle saying, okay, this is a Western belt. But when I see Noona, I know that I can get a halfway decent amount for it. This is a men's size 38 in a brown. It is genuine leather, and it does say that on the back. And then I put the number, the model number of this belt. So my title said Noona men's belt, size 38, brown, genuine leather. Then I put the long number, embellished and Western. And I listed this in June. So this took a lot longer, probably because I held my price higher. Or it just was summer and people weren't shopping as much. I don't know which one. But anyway, I got $25 for this belt plus shipping, so $33.87, and I paid about $4 for belts. That's what they cost at the Goodwill in Wyoming. Either that, or I might have even pulled this out of the bins. I cannot remember that far back. Okay, this weighs 13 ounces. This is going to Atwood, Kansas, so that's really close. And this is going to cost $6.07. And I charged $6.99. So that is a good sale. That's the kind of sale that I am aiming for. So that is not quite a net profit of 20 because I had to buy the item plus I have eBay fees, but it's a net profit of around 15 at least, which is good. Good enough. It's getting there. So my printer is thinking. So yeah, tomorrow I have a work meeting and I have a lot of just little personal things I have to do, but I should be able to get quite a bit of work time in tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. I'll have another day pretty much down here in my office, which is good. All right, now this one is an LL Bean shirt. This is a sweatshirt. I'll show it to you there. It is a USA made kind of button down jacket shirt. I just don't want to pull it out because it took me a lot to get it in there. So anyway, it's a really thick kind of vintage LL Bean and Russell sweatshirt. So let me see how long I held this. I held this a while. I had this, I relisted it in August of 22, or August, I'm sorry, of August 22nd of 23. It's kind of almost like a full zip hoodie, only without the hood, is what this kind of is, but it does say USA made. I held on to this for a while because I had it before August. I know I did. So that was a relist then. But anyway, I did get $25 plus shipping, so $34.99. And this is a tall medium, so that's why I was willing to hold on to it a little bit longer. Anything in a tall you can get normally just a little bit more for. So even though this was a men's medium and I would never pick that up again, in a tall I might consider that. So yeah, I got off work right at 6 yesterday, and I should have come down and just listed 5 things. Last night they were already done by my virtual assistant, but I just didn't do it. I just did a lot of other little paperwork things for the business, and I visited with my husband, but I really should have taken just 20 minutes to come launch 5 items, but that's why I only have 2 sales today. So this is going to Hackensack, New Jersey. I charged $9.99, and it's going to cost $8.30. All right, then we'll get to the editing as soon as I get the label on this. Yeah, I wanted to get up and leave a lot earlier too this morning, but I didn't sleep real well the last 2 nights, so I just needed 8 hours of sleep. So I got pretty close to that. I got about 7, so that is good. That is good. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what I edited and what I'm getting rid of. Move this over here. Okay, so the first thing I did, this Marissa Christina sweater. I've had this for over a year. It is a merino wool sweater. I think it's really cute. It has a ruffle. It has the side belt. I think it's just darling, but I have not been able to move this. It is a petite medium. Actually, it's 100% Italian merino wool. In a extra large or a bigger, I think this would be a bolo, but because it's a petite medium, I have just had trouble. So I ended it because I'd had it listed since June with not really that many views either. And I know June is the middle of summer, and even on a merino wool sweater, it's going to be tougher than if I had listed it right now. So anyway, I had holiday and Christmas in the title. That must have been my original title from before Christmas when I listed it. But I went ahead and I took those out and I put minimalist and career. Even though none of them are right or wrong, Christmas is coming. I think that would be a good title. I think it's a great Christmas party sweater. But I went ahead and changed it to minimalist and career, and I lowered it from $22 down to around $17. I do have promoted listings on it. I'm just trying to clearance this. I've had this well over a year now. It's time to go. All right, so then I have, let's see here, what is this? This is a Talbots shirt. Just a normal top. I do still pick up Talbots in really larger sizes or if they're unique. And I like the scoop on it. This is a large. But there's nothing really overly special about this. So I went through my listing. I ended it and went to sell similar. I did add the word blouse because I did not have blouse in the title. And I'm finding that more and more people do not search by shirt or top if they're looking for what I would call a blouse. So I went ahead and changed that. And then I had the word scoop because it's kind of a scoop neck, but I took that out in order to make room for the word blouse. And then I just made sure that my promoted listings went up by 1%. And then I lowered this down. I think I had like 18 on this, and I just put 14. I don't think I'm going to get more than that, and I've had this over a year. All right, this is a Adidas equipment sweatshirt. And when I bought this, it's a lot prettier orange than it's showing. When I bought this, these had a sell-through, so I don't know if I just overpriced mine or what, but anyway, I'd had this relisted at least since June and not really a whole lot of interest in it. So I had $58 on this for some reason. I don't know why, but I lowered it down to $29.99, and I just made some subtle changes in the title. I couldn't really figure out anything that I liked better than what I had, so I just made a couple changes. So we'll see what happens on that. All right, let's see on our next one. Okay. So then I have this kind of work shirt. It's a Levi's, you know, and it's definitely got all the Levi's buttons. It's just a work shirt. Not flannel, so it really doesn't qualify for that. I had the word shirt in the title twice, so I took that out. A second look is always good, so I don't know how I missed that. And then I did put workwear, and I took out, I forgot what word I took out, but something else that I thought, you know, I'm going to try this. I left Western in there. I put workwear in there. I can't remember what else. This is not a pearl snap. It's a button up. So anyway, I hope this will sell now. I lowered the price down to around 18. This is an XL though. It's an XL, you know, shirt in a Levi's. So I thought that I could get over 20, but I've had this around a year and it's just not budging. I think red is a decent color, but maybe not everyone wants a red shirt. That's maybe what it is, or just timing. I don't know. This is a pair of gray Talbots gray pants. I just don't buy Talbots that much anymore. And even though I know people used to do so well on career staple pants, these are a 10. They're not as large as I would buy now. If I were going to invest in selling a pair of Talbots dress pants, they would have to be like an 18 or above just to differentiate myself in the market. I think Talbots is a great brand. I wear some of it myself, but I think it's pretty oversaturated, and it does not have 100% sell-through. So I would not buy this again. This is a very early number. I'm on the 6,000s now. So this was definitely almost a year ago that I had this. So I took out flat front and I left flat in there, but I put minimalist and staple, kind of like a staple closet piece, and then I put 14% on my promotion. I've had this forever. I don't see any other way. And so if I can end up with a $5 profit, I'm actually okay with that. I'm just trying to pay my fees, get rid of this. All of this that doesn't move in the next 3 months will go to consignment in Denver. I just have too much consignment in Denver. I did a very good job this summer at the bins pulling winter things out of there. And so right now I have 2 or 3 trips worth of like 2-day trips to go to Denver just to sell what I already accumulated and get that profit into the system. And so then all these things that I've been doing videos on, these are my next supply. So I may go to the bins for fun just to get it out of my system, but I'm going to use all of this stuff that I never would purchase again. I don't think there's a single one here that I really would pick up again because I'm trying to do that $25 and above as often as possible. So I think all these would not be on my list, and so I'm going to take them to the consignment store if they don't ever sell. Then this is a Buc-ee's sweatshirt. A lot of you who are from Texas, or if you drive a lot, you know what Buc-ee's is. Buc-ee's is a pretty famous truck stop in Texas, and then now they're venturing out. This is a really nice, pretty substantial piece. This is a size large, and people love Buc-ee's. It's like an experience. Like, it's not just a truck stop. There's a deli that's, you know, huge. They make all these special glazed peanuts, and, you know, it's just like a place that you really want to stop if you're off traveling. It's worth turning around for. But anyway, when I first bought that, I thought I could get like $19.99 because I didn't see that exact spell out pattern on it, but I couldn't. It's just not selling. So I lowered it down to, I think, 10. And I left the title alone. I could not think of anything to change in it. I already had truck stop. I already had, you know, Buc-ee's spelled several different ways and everything. So I just left it. I just want to get it moved. And then this is the only item I pulled. And I pulled it because I want to get it to the consignment store in Denver right away. The consignment store where I consign loves this kind of stuff. And they pay, you know, $20 or $30 for some of these dresses. Now, this is a new with tags Sue Wong dress. And I have tried everything. You know, I don't have a photo set up for really gorgeous, like, evening wear. But I had pulled this out of the bin, so I just grabbed it anyway. It cost me, what, $2, $2.50? So I thought, you know, I'm grabbing that. And this was before I was doing so well just consigning things or selling things direct to stores in Denver. I had not started that full time yet. And so this is a size 8, which I know hurts it a little bit. And I don't know what the original price was, but it does have these 2 tags. So I've tried to sell this. I've had questions on it before, which I answered. You know, they want endless amounts of measurements, even though I have some in my photos. It just didn't seem to be enough. And I just feel like I'm going to get a return on it. And I have waited like a year for this to sell. So I went ahead and I pulled this off, and I'm going to get this to Denver as soon as I can. For pulling it out of the bins, I don't have that much invested, so I'm pretty sure that one store that I know of will pay me upwards of like $25 or $30 for this. So I'm just gonna, actually I'm not gonna even put it back in here. So that is what I decided to do. That is the one thing that I did decide to pull. I feel like I'll turn my money over faster. And from now on, unless it's like a $200 dress, I do not do this kind of real intricate party dress. It's just not where my system is. Even if I set up a system, I used to have a standing mannequin. I feel like that's a category that does not have 100% sell-through rate in most brands. I would make an exception if the brand had 100% sell-through. One brand you do want to look out for, especially at Halloween right now, you might find them, is the Torrid collaborations. Now, they look like just party dresses, and then the store sees Torrid, and they're like, it's Torrid. But there are collaborations with Outlander. There's just different ones. Betsy Johnson is a big Torrid Betsy Johnson collab. Those dresses I do pick up, when you lift them up, they have tulle, and then they have all these like purple flowers underneath. Those sell right away. They have almost 100% sell-through rate, and I can get about $140 for those. And I've had 3 in like the past 6 months that I found. 2 at the bins, 1 at a consignment store. So that's an exception that I would make. I would pick up a Torrid collab on a dress immediately. But I'm just not having any luck with this Sue Wong dress. So tell me if you think I did the right thing. Tell me what you would do. Would you just give up doing this slow edit, and would you just get it out of here? I'm really happy with what I listed today. Let me show you one thing. A lot of you, if you've been with me for a while, you have seen my, haul videos, so you would have already seen this. But this vest, you can go look it up. It's a Patagonia. It's a two-tone, and they always seem to be this way. Now, the label doesn't say anything special. It just says Patagonia, and I paid $10 for this at a consignment store. Now, this is a medium, women's, and this is going to hurt me. I love this thing. I would so keep this if it wasn't worth so much. But this has a name, and I can't remember what it is. I've got to go look it up again. I just had my VA do the basic draft, and there's an actual name for this, and it should go for like $180, so very easily. And I don't know why I can't remember the name. I'll look up the model number again. I did it in the store. I looked it up, and then I just have forgotten what the name of it is. But keep an eye out for anything like this in Patagonia. It could be the same thing this one is. All right, so that's the kind of new stuff I'm picking up. I only have 14 more items, but all 14 of, well, one of those would cover the 8 or 9 items here that I'm trying to still rotate and put my time into. So I would rather buy one of those and search for an extra, like an entire day, literally, than bring home 8 of these and have to list them. So a lot of you will disagree with that choice because, I do have to work full time in order to implement this new system. I can't afford to do this system quickly. It just was taking too long to teach myself what to buy and getting all the new good stuff in the system and then eliminating this. It was just taking too long. So I decided to do it this way, where I can take my time, just reinvent this whole business, and it does seem to be going well, because I only had, let me go over here, I only had the 2 orders, but that was almost $70 including shipping in just 2 orders. It used to be I would have to have, like 7 orders just to even reach that, and most of that money was shipping. Here it's 2 orders, almost $70. The shipping was about 16 or 17 of that, about $17 of that, and then the rest is actually gross sales, and then of course I have to take the eBay fees out of there and the cost of goods. But that's where I want to be, where for every 2 orders I'm at $50 gross, and then I don't have near as much listing to do. Guys, thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate all of you joining. I've had a lot of subscribers lately. I really appreciate you. Let me know what kind of content you like, and thanks for joining. I'll see you guys probably in about a week. I'm gonna keep editing and keep shipping, so thanks again. Bye bye.